What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Shaman2K coming at you on this beautiful Friday afternoon, February the 15th. For those of you that are sports oriented, it's All-Star Weekend, so that's where I'm gonna be at. Well, I'm not really gonna be at a game or whatever, but I'm gonna be in my house watching it on my couch. And you know what? It's going to feel like I'm exactly there because that's just the type of person I am. I'll be jumping up and down, screaming. I might even, spill my popcorn or spill my beer or whatever. But to get a little serious, I had my second psychoanalyst appointment today. It went well. I'm not going to share all the topics that we discussed today, but basically, since I last gave an update, I saw my PCP. Oh, well, just let me stop for a second. If you're wondering, where I'm at, I'm sitting in my car, and, I think it's kind of cool that the phone is sitting up on the dashboard, and the steering wheel is just right, so it kind of like, what do you want to call it? It kind of, puts the focus on just me, kinda, which is the point of videotaping yourself. So last week I went to my PCP. He was very happy because I was very prepared. I had found a psychoanalyst, and as far as the endocrinologist goes, he was on top of his game this time. He filled out the paperwork and faxed it back. And any and all questions that I had when I went into the doctor's office were written down. So it made the appointment go a lot smoother. The questions I had was, did both he and the gynecologist speak to one another? His answer to that was no. Which made me a little red, little red under the shirt, or whatever that saying is. And I guess because, my gynecologist has been behind me in this area for a long time, and they both had like at least 3 weeks to talk to one another, so I was a little pissed about that. He did say he could have, stayed on her and made it a point. So let's hope that when I go back the next time in about 3 weeks that they'll have spoken to one another. He did mention that he would probably be the one continuing to do the prescriptions for the testosterone. We talked about other avenues versus just injections like the andro gel and things like that. I listened to him, and I will take it into consideration. We also talked about how there might be other ways that I can create this physical transition by whether it has to do with hair, being able to grow more hair in different areas of your body, changing the way you dress, and I'm scratching my head at this because I've already done all that. I appreciate the idea, but I've already done all that. That's why I'm here talking to you guys, because I'm going through a transition, and this is what I need to do, is a physical transition involving my top surgery, as well as taking hormone replacement therapy. And like I said before, I'm already a one-up on a lot of you trans guys because I don't have a hysterectomy. Not a hysterectomy. Idiot. I don't have a uterus. I had a hysterectomy. Sorry about that. Yeah. I think it's really cool. He's going to be the prescribing doctor. I think he's being a little overly cautious, if you ask me, because yes, I do have an illness, but it doesn't mean that I'll have more complications than the average trans guy. He was very impressed that I had researched the endocrinologist to the extent that I did. Some cool things actually that came out of that appointment was there was a symposium coming up dealing with transgendered people and the healthcare system. And honestly, I think that is a great thing to speak upon, because every time I go in the hospital, it's a very awkward thing for me, because on the outside, I'm a female. On the inside, I'm a male, but I still get housed with other females, and that kind of causes problems, especially if they don't accept me being gay, quote unquote, or transgendered. So I think that'd be great, because the health field really needs to pay attention to things like this, If somebody tells you that they're transgendered, putting them in the room with a female might not be something that works for me. Actually, I can't really say if I'd be comfortable in a room with a male versus a female, but I can say that because the healthcare system is taking strides and making it comfortable and making it so that everybody from the doctors to the techs, you know what I mean, all the way down to the people that clean the hospital, so that they have a better understanding, so that they can speak to me with respect. So I think that is great that the University of Rochester, URMC, is doing a symposium. I think that's hot. He also gave me some paperwork, which I might share with you guys on a part 2 update if I realize this doesn't have everything in it. Yeah, so to talk a little bit about the psychoanalyst appointment, I thought it was great. I'm a spiritual person. I'm actually a spiritual leader in my community. My name is Shaman and Hopi Indian. Also have the name Yowana, which is a warrior. I'm a shaman within my community. It has nothing to do with the name. I guess fate just worked out like that. But I'm a very spiritual person, so I was sensing that she was a spiritual person as well. And the cool thing was, at the end, when she asked me on the first appointment, did I have any questions, I was like, no, not really. But I did manage to say, how did you get the name of your practice? Her practice is called Sacred Moments. And she told me a funny story, not funny, but she actually is an ordained minister in the Protestant faith. But she found that helping people through being an ordained minister was just not enough for her and how she feels. In fact, she actually felt that wasn't her true calling, and she went back to school and she became a psychoanalyst. And she approaches it from a medical, technical standpoint, but she also approaches it from a very spiritual standpoint. And that's a great match for me, being that I have a gift, a very spiritual gift that a lot of members in my community come to me for, whether it's healing or to give them some advice, or if I can see something into their future, whatever have you, I guess is the correct way to say that. I just thought that was really great that she shared that story with me. And she also mentioned that she doesn't take on a lot of clients because she feels that she can help people more if she could give more of her attention. And you can't really give somebody like her, somebody like her can't really give somebody as much attention to me as they want if they have 20 to 40 clients. So she takes on less clients because she said, you know, I could be like bopping in my car, and, you know, since I've met you, I could hear a song and I'd be like, oh, that reminds me of my patient. Or, you know, if she was in a store and saw something and it reminded her of her patient. And I like that she takes that approach, because I think that's hot. That's exactly what I need, is somebody to really hone in on the things that revolve around my life. And I think it's also awesome that she doesn't just try to fill her head with knowledge about psychotherapy, just general psychotherapy. She tailors it to the people that she works with. And honestly, I couldn't ask for a better practitioner. Not sure if she's going to watch this video. I did share Dade's video with her, and thank you, Dade. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She thought it was a beautiful video because it had a lot of meaning, and it spoke to me, it spoke to her, it's spoken to thousands without words. And I think that was great that she was willing to watch it, because she said, you know, anything that allows me to have more insight to your life is a great help. And so that's how we left our first appointment. I probably will make another video later on today, diving a little deeper into some topics that we talked about in this appointment. And hope you guys are having a great Friday afternoon, and I look forward to giving you guys an update later. Peace.